We are back with a special motivational Monday that is so close to home, and we're so glad. Our chief consumer investigative correspondent, Vicky Nguyen, usually is here sharing a lot of important information, but today she's opening up about something important but personal.
Yeah, Vicky has written a fantastic new memoir. It's called Boat Baby. Because when Vicky was just 8 months old, her family was among the roughly 2 million people who fled communist Vietnam.
The book chronicles their harrowing journey to the U.S., life in a new country, and how those experiences shaped her. Vicky, good morning. How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling so good, but also kind of like I'm floating on cloud nine a little bit.
Yeah.
Are you guys bringing Gabriel Macht back?
We should have.
That's a little callback.
I was going to say.
Today's your dad's birthday?
Yes. Happy birthday, Dad. My dad turned 71 today.
And this book is a tribute, really, to your parents. It talks about their journey here. Why did you want to share this story with everyone?
Look, I have always been an avid reader, and to write a book has always been a dream that I've had since I was a kid. But to write about what? And then I thought, you know what? Wow, my parents' journey, their story is incredible, and to put it on paper for generations to come, for my own daughters, but also for the millions of people who can relate to the sacrifices that our parents do make for us, big and small, to help us have our best possible life. I was so happy to get a chance to go back, kind of explore who they were before they became like mom and dad to me, right? They were people with their own hopes and dreams, and then they had to make this decision with an 8-month-old baby to risk everything, to leave their family members behind, and to go to a new country. And whatever that was going to bring, they didn't know. But they were hopeful. And now, I mean, 40-plus years later, I look back and I'm so grateful for every choice they made.
And one of those critical choices, and you fortunate for your family, the Wares, a family that sponsored you guys, and you got to meet with them again. Your parents got to get together again. What was that like, seeing this family that helped open the door literally to this country for you?
It's incredible. So with the help of a couple of churches, a Methodist church, a Lutheran church, Don and Winnell Ware, there they are in that photo with their family, with our family. This is when they came in the summer to visit. They visited the Today Show. We took them behind the scenes, and I wanted to let them know this is what became of that little boat baby that y'all sponsored, you know, back in 1980 to come to this country. Did you ever think this would happen? And, you know, they did it out of the kindness of their heart, as so many people do when they open their homes to anybody in need. And I was just so happy to have that opportunity to introduce them to all of you, give them, I mean, that was the day Coldplay came to the set, Dateline, the whole cast was here, so they got a full Today Show experience. But they're just incredible people. They live in this small town of 1,600 people, and they're just like, no, we never thought this would happen, but we were so happy to bring you all here, and they have such fond memories.
Oh, what I love about the story, and I said this to you, it's like this: you're giving the flowers to folks when they can enjoy them, whether it's your sponsor family, your parents. When you said to them, "Hey, I've got this idea. I want to write a book about our family and history," were they like, "That's a great idea, Vic," or were they like,
My parents are not spotlight people in any way. They're kind of shy, and you know, they don't look at themselves as extraordinary in the way that I would look at them, because I don't think that's just who they are. They don't take time to look at the past. They're just all about, like, where are we? What can we do? How do we move forward? That whole never complain, never explain attitude. So I think and I hope that they look at the book in its entirety and realize it is a love letter to them. It is a love letter to this country. And, you know, I hope that a lot of people read this and find parts of themselves and remember the shared connection we have as Americans.
I was listening to your parents' interview this morning, and they said that they did, you know, you were born and they did this for you, right? They had to make this split decision to do this for you. You're a mom of 3 daughters. Could you put yourself in their shoes and imagine those sacrifices that they made for you to do that? Like, do your kids understand their family history and how, like, wild this story is?
I'm so glad my middle daughter really was like the age where she embraced every detail of the book and like actually proofread it for me and loved learning about her grandparents. My older daughter was kind of like, it's a little cringy. I don't really want to know how you and Daddy met or anything like that. But for them to get to know their roots, like how we came to be, is spectacular. And I'm just really grateful that my parents were able to open up a little bit more, because they don't really want to talk about these things necessarily or bring the focus onto themselves. But yeah, as a mom, I think when you become a parent, you look back and think, wow, like my parents did the best they could with what they had.
Right.
And you give them some more grace. But at 8 months old, Dylan, I could barely get my kids out the door to the grocery store with the baby. So imagine wrapping your baby in a towel and going into a jungle and just hoping we're going to get on a fishing boat and hopefully get somewhere safe.
And you talk about how your daughter surprised you. Well, let's take a look. We got a little surprise for you.
Hi, Mommy. We are so lucky to have you as a mother.
We're super excited to share this experience with you. We're all so proud of you. We love you.
Wow.
Oh my God.
What's that feel like?
That is, oh my gosh. Wow. 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 Okay. Well, it definitely brings it full circle. I'm just so appreciative every day because, I think about like my success is completely my parents' success. And I think about what I want to teach my girls from what I learned. And my parents gave me a lot of room to figure things out. They encouraged me to be independent. Some of that was just out of necessity because they're working, they're doing everything they can, and they let me do my job. But I'm just, thank you, girls. I love you very much.
Thank you, Vicky.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What a gift.
For sharing this story, and congratulations on the
Thank you.
baby.
Thank you so much.
The baby.
It is like a baby.
It is a baby.
It's like a baby.
The memoir, it's out tomorrow.
That's right. Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.